Hey everyone, welcome to my channel Mao. Today we will focus a little bit upon test automation framework. In the previous video, we've discussed about the success factors on test automation, and we discussed that there are four success factors, important success factors, that is test automation architecture, then system under test testability, then the third point is test automation strategy, and the fourth one was test automation framework. So all these four success factors are the key ones where we can use test automation in software testing. So let's focus in depth about test automation framework. So in order to establish easy to use and maintainable test automation framework, the following must be done. That is, implement reporting facilities, enable easy troubleshooting, address the environment appropriately, document the automated test cases, trace the automated tests, enable easy maintenance, keep the automated tests up to date, plan for deployment, retire tests as needed, and monitor and restore the system under test. So these are the important points that we have to remember when it comes to test automation framework. So let's discuss what these points are in detail. The first one is implement reporting facilities. So when we do the test execution, we have to make sure that every detail about it is reported. The test reports should have the information about the quality of the system under test, like whether the tests have passed or failed or they are not executed, etc. So all these test reports have the important information that is involved with the test execution, and also the test results and the reports should have the testers that are involved, the project managers who are involved in this, and the stakeholders. So this is about reporting facilities. Enable easy troubleshooting. Test automation framework needs to provide easy way to troubleshoot the tests. So if the test fails, we should know the reasons as to why the tests have failed. The points could be like the failures which are found in the system under test, the failures found in test automation strategy, and the problems with the entire environment. So whatever has happened during the test execution, when it's failed, what are the reasons for failure? That is what we have to look into and then troubleshoot those tests. And then the third point is address the environment appropriately. So this is like the whole environment that we are going to test upon should be taken into consideration. So the proper environment is very much necessary for automation. So if different environments are used, then we have to make sure that all the system under test is appropriately configured so that the test execution can be done, and whatever testing tools that we are going to use, those are available or not, that also should be addressed. So that also is the third important point. And then comes documenting automated test cases. So all the test cases have to be traced by the steps, like individually what the steps are for automating. We have to trace the automated test cases by enabling easy maintenance, and they should be analyzable, changeable, and expandable as required. So all the test cases that are to be automated should be easily maintainable, analyzable, changeable, and expandable. And then automate tests where reuses should be available. So whatever reuse about the test cases or the testware or the testing tools, whatever is going to be reused, they should be available. And then the other important point is to keep the automated test cases up to date. There might be many changes that would coming in the software. So as of when the changes come, or if any issues found were fixed, then we have to make sure that the test cases are automated. Those scenarios are automated, and the test scenarios, the test scripts will be up to date. And then the next point is plan for deployment. Make sure that the test scripts can be easily deployed, changed and redeployed. As we are going to use these test scripts again for different test execution, we should make sure that all of them are able to be deployed into the environment. And then retire tests as needed. Sometimes some features might be removed from because they would not be in scope, and such test cases can be removed, and we can make sure that the tests again are updated. And always monitor and restore the system under test. The system under test should be continuously in working condition, as we can say that it should be tested continuously and made sure that it is maintained well, so that all the test execution can be done in a proper way. So these are the important points when it comes to test automation framework. The test automation framework also has a test automation maintenance. So it is like to maintain all the test cases that are automated. It is not easy to have as much code for testing on the as the code for as much code for testing for SUT. This is due to different tools which are being used, different verifications, different testware artifacts. So that's the reason we should maintain the test automation in a proper way. And the don'ts of test automation maintenance: do not create code that is sensitive, because it might break the others which are working fine. It may create extra problems. Do not create test automation that is sensitive to data changes. Do not create code that is sensitive to the interface. Instead, use test UI. Do not create test automation that is sensitive to the content. So in conclusion, the more success factors that are met, the more likely the test automation project will succeed. So this is a little bit about the test automation framework. So hope it was useful for you. We'll discuss more in detail about test automation in the next video. Until then, take care, and let's all thrive to learn. Bye for now.